Good morning and welcome into a Tuesday. It is August the 8th. I'm Chris Allen here on the SAM channel, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and X, all sponsored by Ace Hardware Marketplace. Ace Hardware Marketplace. I don't know why I just said it like that, but it was just for emphasis. Now you remember Ace Hardware Marketplace. That's why I said it that way. Say it differently and people will remember. All right. So today is going to be a day that we can relax, not have to worry about the weather, not have to worry about storms, not have to worry about high heat and humidity. We get a nice break, but it's for today only because tomorrow we may have to paint everything, including weather stick, in red because we are looking at the threat for a big complex of thunderstorms coming in here, and some of those may become severe by tomorrow afternoon and evening. It could be another bumpy ride here in southern Kentucky. But first, let's take a look at the here and now. As of 5 a.m. this morning, things are very quiet. We have some patchy clouds across the area, but skies overall are mainly clear. There could be some patchy fog as well in a couple of places that picked up some shower activity yesterday. And if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see some whiter shades of clouds coming in. That's off of a complex of thunderstorms that's now rolling through the central plains, and some of those clouds are blowing off out to the east. And so during the course of the day, we're going to see a few more clouds toward the end of the day, and by this evening, it will become cloudy. And tomorrow is when we're going to begin to see another round of showers and thunderstorms. And as I mentioned, some of those could be a bit hefty. Here's a look at the Kentucky Mesonet numbers this morning in real time. You see that everybody's in the 60s for the most part. Low, mid, a few upper 60s, close to 70. There's a little pocket of warmer air, and that's where some of the clouds are this morning, running over toward the Green River Lake area and down toward Dale Hollow and Lake Cumberland. But everybody else, it actually feels pretty nice this morning. Not quite as muggy, and today is going to be one of those days before we get the muggy air and the heat back. Going to be able to take a break from all the nasty weather, and then here comes the nasty weather again. Hopefully not too bad, but the potential is certainly there. So today we're going to go with low 80s. Yesterday's high was 88 in Bowling Green at the Bowling Green Warren County Regional Airport. That's 2 degrees shy of the average of 90. And today, though, I think with a nice little light westerly breeze, the dew points falling into the mid 60s. It may be moderately muggy, but it's not going to be quite as muggy as it has been of late. So we're going to go low 80s. I think that's a good place to land for today. Tonight, some clouds coming in, as I mentioned. We'll go mid 60s. And then tomorrow will be more closer to the mid 80s. And then we wait for the storms to come in. And then after that, Thursday, still some lingering showers. We're going to go low 80s with the clouds and the lingering showers and thunderstorms, especially the first half of the day on Thursday. Then after that, we're going to go mid 80s all the way through the rest of the week into the weekend and beginning of next week. No major ups or downs. Everything is pretty status quo. Temperatures just a little bit below average for this time of the year. Again, the average is 90, but we're going to see that start to go down too as we get on into this month, and especially September. The average daily high begins to go down. You know what that means? We're close to fall. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I know. Some of you are not ready. Sorry, summer lovers. but I'm done. I'm like, let's move on. Yesterday, actually, with that breeze, it kind of felt fall-like, even though it was still a bit muggy. That breeze just made it feel like, ah, it's not far away. I can tell fall is not far away, and it's not. All right, here's a look at the model map here. So here is the thunderstorm complex that I told you and I showed you on the satellite view. As the upper winds are blowing some of those clouds our direction, we may see some of those clouds today, but overall, this whole thing is moving off to the south and east. So we're not going to get any of that today. We get that break, and everything looks really nice here in southern Kentucky. Now, in some of the higher elevations, you can see it here, and maybe even in far western Kentucky, some of the models want to put out just this spotty, stray, renegade pop up shower later this afternoon. But the chances of that are, like 5% or lower, 0%. So while somebody could get enough daytime heating to build a shower, it's not going to last. Anything that would pop up is going to die off after dark. So I'm not concerned about that today. If you happen to get one of those, you're one of the few that gets that. It is once we get into tonight, we may see a few stray showers here again by tomorrow morning, but it's tomorrow afternoon and evening. Here it comes. Now, at first, we'll see a kind of a decaying complex, if you will, or scattering of thunderstorms at first. And you may think, well, this thing is not going to happen. But then let's get more into Wednesday afternoon and evening, and here it comes. And it all congeals. We get several complexes coming together as one big complex, and we get heavy rain and thunderstorms out of this. And as you can see, this at least one of these, maybe more of these, have these little bowing segments on it. And you know what that means? That's wind driven storms. That means there's the potential that once these systems move in, we're going to have the potential for straight line wind damage. And on the leading edge of some of these, we could even have a brief spin up tornado. It's possible. We never say zero. We never say never, because we've seen them happen this way before. There will be lots of lightning, lots of convective activity. It's energized, it's supercharged. There's a lot of moisture to work with, so there could be some flooding, street flooding, minor flooding, all of that. There could be some hail because what's coming in back behind it, based on the cooler levels in the atmosphere, we could find it becoming more hail producing storms in some cases. Okay, especially those that try to get going early. If we see any individual cells, like little supercells, that start to pop during the heat of the day out ahead of this main system, then we could have some hail producing storms. So I'm just telling you, the timing of this looks to be, and according to our projected timer here, we're looking at about 5 a.m. On Thursday. So, it's going to be kind of an odd time for some of this. Wednesday, late Wednesday into early Thursday. Now, I showed you that only because the timing could be off. Remember, with these storms and how fickle they've been, this could happen early afternoon Wednesday or in Wednesday evening, or as it shows here, it could happen early Thursday morning. Either way, the dynamics are going to be there. There's going to be enough energy that we won't need the daytime heating because this system is fully energized, and it'll be active even during the overnight hours. And then once we get into Thursday, a lot of that begins to move off. So again, Timing is not perfect. It could change between now and tomorrow. We may get some, activity in the afternoon that's more isolated, and then get the bigger storms during the nighttime. But that could change. I'm just telling you, that's why I cannot give you a specific time when some of these things are going to happen. But let's take a look at the severe weather threat from the National Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center. Again, let me zoom in here so you can see that Bowling Green is in the level 2. That's a slight risk in the yellow here. This is mostly going to affect western Kentucky, west of Interstate 65. Now you have a level 1 marginal risk in the green, east of I-65. And then just, the general thunderstorms out to the east. But again, the timing is not in concrete. Okay. So this says Wednesday afternoon through Thursday morning. And that would be, can you be more precise than that? No, we can't, because confidence on the timing, as it says here, is low because we just don't know. The models say it's going to be a Wednesday afternoon evening event. And then some of the other models are saying it's going to be more of a overnight Thursday morning event. In either case, you need to be ready for some warnings to come out if it happens. A few tornadoes, as I mentioned, flooding, damaging winds. Those are the main threats with this particular system. So I want you to be aware of that. And then the hazards, if you look here, let me move that over. Small hail, maybe. If we get those isolated storms tomorrow afternoon, yes. Wind probability, damaging wind threat, up to 70-mile-per-hour winds. We're in the 5% to 14% range. Well, actually, east of us is. Bowling Green is actually in the 15 to 29% possibility of up to 70-mile-per-hour winds, where you know what that will do. With the rain we've had lately and the winds come in, that means you could have a few trees down. And then the tornado probability, it's minor, but it's not zero, as I've mentioned before. So that is what we've got to pay attention to. And again, anytime between tomorrow afternoon through tomorrow night and into Thursday morning, those are going to be the key times to watch. And tomorrow, we may have a little better handle on the timing aspect. So don't give up on, well, I need to know what time that's going to happen. How about this? You be prepared anytime tomorrow and Thursday. Then you've got it covered. You can't, I know well, I've got to go to the doctor, or I got to go to the store, or I got to do this, I got to do that. As long as you're weather aware, as long as you've got a way to monitor the weather and keep up to date, you can go do the things you need to do, but with the caveat that things may change pretty quickly. So let's do it that way. I don't foresee a big outbreak of any kind of severe weather, but the potential for that to happen is certainly there. All right, let's take a look at the surface map. And you can see things are very quiet here today. We get high pressure building in for one day. I mean, it's still going to be here tomorrow, but then it's going to move off to the east. Here's our developing systems out in the plains. This is where we've got to watch for more developing storms as we get into tomorrow. But here's this afternoon. Here's tonight. High pressure still here. Here's our developing system right there. Nebraska, Kansas. You'll see this stuff flowing out there, building here, and then rolling down our direction tomorrow. So here we go. Wednesday morning, a few renegade showers into western Kentucky. Here goes Wednesday midday. Here it comes. Big system, big complex. You saw it in a couple of pieces, and then it all starts to come together. We get the squeeze play of this cold front to the north. and this stalled system to the south, high pressure moves away. This stuff moves in. Here we go, Wednesday afternoon. Yeah, there we go. Wednesday afternoon and evening, heavy rain, thunderstorms, potential for severe weather, and it lingers into Thursday morning. And there you see it. It will start to move out, but will still be, I think Thursday morning, it'll still be raining, probably thundering, lightning, still some potential severe weather spots. And then we get into Friday. Now, things do look a little better on Friday, even though they've got us sort of painted in here with a little activity. And that just reset on me. Let me go back to Friday. There we go. The models here again, that looks like a dirty high. And I say dirty high because it's contaminated with maybe enough moisture to pop up a shower or thunderstorm. But for now, we're going to keep any kind of rain out of the forecast on Friday until maybe late Friday night into Saturday. And then we have this process start all over again. So here's Saturday with the first front stalled right over southern Kentucky. And here comes that northern front. And again, the squeeze play is on here for Saturday. So expect some scattered showers, thunderstorms into Sunday. There's Sunday. This thing doesn't move through until Sunday night into Monday. So, you know, it's unsettled. Again, even though we're going to get a break today and we may get a break on Friday, overall, we're still looking at a very unsettled weather pattern here for much of the rest of the week and into the weekend. All right. Highs today in the low 80s, partly to mostly sunny, a few high clouds moving in ahead of the systems that'll be here tomorrow. In the meantime, I'm headed to Sam 100.7 to do the morning show on your radio, listen and win. And I've got some, starting today, some John Waite tickets. You know John Waite? I ain't missing you at all. Missing you. Yeah, that's John Waite. He was also lead singer for the Babies. And also, what's the other band he was with? He was with another band. Oh, now my mind's blank. But anyway, he's coming to the Plaza Theater in Glasgow. So I've got tickets for that this morning. And rides and slides tickets as usual. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Have a great day. God bless you. And I'll see you on the radio.